January 2026, Cameron County. A routine traffic stop turns into something far more serious the moment the driver admits he's on parole and sitting behind the wheel of a borrowed truck.
How you doing, sir? Officer Driver, Cameron PD. Any reason for our stop?
Because I'm right out in front of y'all right there.
Yeah, that yield sign there.
Yes, sir. I apologize for that one.
Okay. You got a driver's license or just an
That's all I
identification card? Okay.
That's all I got.
You got insurance on the vehicle?
It's not my truck.
So is there insurance on the vehicle?
It should be, yes, sir.
Okay, can you produce it for me? It's not yours truck. Whose is it?
I can't think.
Did you buy it from him?
No, it's his truck. I'm just borrowing it.
You just borrowing it?
Out of the storage building.
Oh, okay.
That's who I was going to meet right there. Becky!
That's fine. I don't need Becky.
Well, I need...
You seem a little nervous. Are you okay?
Because I don't have an ID.
Well, you got an ID on the license. Okay. All right.
I'm on parole.
Are you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, for what?
Felon with a firearm.
Okay. You got any firearms on you right now?
Sir.
Okay. You got any sort of illicit substances in the vehicle? Methamphetamine, marijuana, alcohol? Nothing like that?
No, sir. Not that I know of.
Okay.
No, there's nothing in this truck that.
So you wouldn't mind if I looked in? Okay. Do you have anything on you?
No, sir. A phone.
Okay.
A knife.
All right, yeah, if you can just step on that for me, I appreciate it. If you don't mind, just going to turn around. You're not going to be put...
Back here.
How much longer you got on parole?
Till July.
Oh, you're almost done.
Yes, sir.
Well, you got that's like 8 months?
Something like that.
I'm just going to hang on to
July of this year? 2026?
Next year, yes, sir.
Okay.
15 to Cameron, we get started now.
Sweet. So who is the owner of the truck to
I'm
you?
living at right now.
Oh, that's your roommate?
Yes, sir.
Or does he live with you or just his house?
Huh?
Does he live with you or you just live in his house?
I live in his house.
But he doesn't live there?
Yes, he lives there. Yes, he lives there.
That's your roommate.
Truck, I mean,
You don't think he would have anything in the truck that could get you in trouble, would he?
I don't think so. I
Okay,
mean,
good. Good. Well, as long as you're...
I know he used to carry a gun, but I think he took it out because I was driving it.
So he probably doesn't have the gun in there anymore?
It shouldn't be. He takes it out.
That's real common for illicit substances. That's what I'm
I
asking.
can't.
You can tell.
He said that's real common with illicit substances like crack cocaine, methamphetamine.
Okay, I used to be an addict, but I've been clean for...
All right, so I know you're on parole, you said, and you got 8 months left, but
Yes, sir.
as long as you're honest with us, this isn't your truck.
No, sir.
As long as you're honest with us, we'll work with you. It's not like the truck's registered to you. We get it. If you know this, you saw something in that truck when you got in it to drive it, but you know it's not yours, just tell us that. We can handle it. We can work through it. I don't want you to take the rap for something that's not yours.
Yeah.
So if you got in, how long have you been driving it?
I come right under here.
Did you see anything in it that you're like, why would he leave this in here? And is that what you're worried about?
I know it should be.
I mean, just be honest with us.
I mean, tools and stuff, I mean,
Where's Becky going?
I don't know where she's going.
She just took off?
Yeah.
I mean, if there's...
That's why I was, she come this way, that's
Were
why
y'all supposed to go to Dairy Queen together?
I'm trying to get a hold of her so I can get the key to the storage building.
I'm just being honest with you.
I am
Tell
too.
us if Josh left something in here, you're gonna, huh?
There's probably gonna be a gun in the truck.
Okay, but is it Josh's gun?
Yes, it's
Okay.
Josh's gun.
Where's it at?
That I don't know where it's gonna be.
Is it stolen or something?
Huh?
Stolen or something?
No.
Okay, well then, no.
It's his pistol.
He's
He
maybe
keeps it right in the...
no problem. Is there anything else he left in there?
I know it.
No drugs. Does Josh use drugs?
He don't use drugs. But I'm clean. I've been clean since before I got locked up.
Just that?
Huh? Fire.
That's it? There ain't nothing else on you, right? Mind if I check you?
Go ahead.
Okay. Did you find the gun he's talking about? Okay. And it's Josh's gun, but you don't think it's stolen or nothing?
No, sir.
Because that's what we can handle. So how you... And you're on parole?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's just your money?
Yes, sir.
What's the matter? Okay. Anything up here? Just your shirt?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything else in there that you tucked down somewhere?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Okay. Fair enough.
I think they're gonna revoke my parole.
Over this, you think?
Yes, sir, they will.
Only with 8 months left? Did Becky know there's a gun in there?
I don't know. She's probably...
Or she just didn't want to stick around, huh? What's your name?
Weston Parker.
Okay. What's your birthday? I mean, you're right there on the line though. 8 months. So are you actively on parole?
Yes, I'm on parole.
For 7 or 8 more months. And you're on parole for possessing a firearm?
My daughter's boyfriend was beating her.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I gave her the gun. I gave her the gun. I said, "Here, you put this on his mouth. He'll leave you alone." Well, she left it in my mom's car, and I wasn't carrying it. It was my mom's car. I got pulled over by my car.
Okay.
I don't carry no guns, nothing, because
So you saw it in there when you started driving, and then you just got a little nervous and tucked it down in?
yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead and turn around, put your hands behind your back. For now, I'm going to place it on your okay? Not saying you're under arrest right now, but until I figure this out, I'm going to be detaining you, okay? I'm going to use 2 cuffs so it's a little bit more comfortable.
Go back to prison.
What's that?
I'm gonna go back to prison. My life break.
No. You want to get him in the...
Yeah.
Make sure the AC's on. Go ahead and walk this way with me.
Turn your rear.
Go ahead. Rear AC. Hey, you're coming to get this truck, right? Okay. We're gonna be taking it. We're gonna be seizing it, so it'll be going to the Cameron impound lot.
You can leave the keys with me if you want to.
For what?
Come inside and get on the truck. His daughter's gonna come get it.
Oh no, we're seizing this vehicle.
Are you?
Yeah, it's now belongs to Cameron PD.
Okay.
Okay. Man, I just keep finding all the tweakers. Felon, he had a pistol and 14 grams of meth in the car. So, Sergeant Steer has the impound lot open and he's waiting for y'all. So,
Okay. So I'm assuming it runs dry. You can drive it up on the truck.
be careful because when you turn the key over, it instantly starts. You got to pull it back a little bit to not have a, you know. So,
Well, you already have it.
let him figure it out.
Yeah. We can load it and everything. And
Hey, since we're seizing it, the best part is I don't got to do an inventory list for you guys. Oh. Okay, well, we'll wait until you guys are done and then take off. Appreciate y'all. 15 to Cameron, Anno 05. Talafuse is on scene.
How you doing? I guess you're Josh?
Yes, sir.
So who's Wesley to you?
And his friend, like his best friend.
Like your roommate?
Not really. He was living over here in Canada.
Was that your gun he had? Did you know he was a felon?
So if he takes the truck, that
Fair.
old truck,
Well, y'all,
I don't
you go.
even know where he is.
Well, yeah, go ahead, grab whatever y'all need or have.
I know.
Oh, got it. Go ahead. Let me get out your way.
so he's not going to be able to get the truck back at all.
Well, I mean, it's possible, but it's going to have to go through an asset forfeiture hearing. And then, you know, if he was not aware that the guy that was, it's just, he'll have to show that he didn't know the guy was driving down there with the gun and with drugs. Do what?
Was there a lot of drugs?
Yeah, first degree felony amount.
My dad called it first degree felony.
It was all packaged for sales.
Yeah, that's what my dad did call it.
Where at?
Burleson. He used to be one in Rockdale, but he's.
What's his name?
Jody Tillery.
Oh, yeah, I know your dad. Okay.
I was explaining it to him, and he was like, "Oh yeah,
Yes,
first
it
degree felony."
is.
He said they'll end up taking pictures, and it's a drug bust.
Basically. And is this your family?
This is my god sister. We grew
Got it.
up together. Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Sorry,
like
y'all.
my god dad, but we didn't know anything of this. We put that in the trunk. It just caught us all off guard.
Sorry y'all are having to go through that. Is there just random tools in there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Look at it.
No, I've already looked through it, make sure I didn't miss anything.
You want to look through it?
Nope. Let's see. I remember what a lot of it is when we searched it. Is he still over in Burleson County?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you like it over there?
Yeah.
For
They
now.
want him to come back to Rockdale, but he's not going to.
He's already made up his mind? Yeah.
That I used on basically.
That's fine. Yeah.
I'm assuming that's what you are setting the tables up for.
The National Night Out?
Oh, that's what.
That's
it
for
is
tonight. Yeah.
That's what
So
it
y'all
is.
can come back for
I
that.
was like, no, I don't want to. I'm like, okay.
No, we wouldn't go. They ain't gonna set it up for that.
I'm about to say, no, surely not, right?
What is that, glass?
I was sleeping. I'm sorry. my volunteer work.
There you go.
I'm just
Community service is done.
I'm not gonna have to do it. It's getting dropped.
What did you get in trouble for?
Josh, I hope you mean all tools and
I was sat of Boogies and Rondo. I was leaving the bar, and I've been having trouble with my ex-baby daddy's baby mama.
Okay.
And she jumped me here a couple of weeks ago. And then
I'm thinking, what's her name?
Kaylin Lane.
Yeah, I remember that case.
Yeah, she jumped me, and then she jumped me again, but with 6
How did you
girls.
get in trouble?
Listen, at Boogie's, she jumped me again, but with 6 girls. But this time, I had 2 girls step up and defend me, because my dad was like, if they try to mess with you again,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Do what you do. Let her hit first. So she hit me first, and then, well, this man had walked up on me. Carmen Lopez walked up on me and tried to hit me, and I pepper sprayed him, and he pressed charges on me.
You think it's gonna get dropped just because you were defending yourself, really?
Well, yeah, Hoobnick told my dad, like, he was like, that cop that issued the warrant didn't get a proper investigation. Like,
Okay.
I wasn't even aware that
They
I
didn't
had
even
a
talk
warrant.
to you?
Yeah, no, I never knew until the cop called me.
Did they get video?
Yeah, I have videos and stuff.
Well,
So,
they should be talking to you, I hope. It's not
but
too late.
I talked to Hoobnick, and Hoobnick said it just sounds like a bunch of he said, she said bullshit. And he said, it sounds like you tried to defend yourself to me. He's like, I'm not
Yeah.
worried about it.
Sounds legit, yeah.
But I tell you what, you ain't never gonna catch me back in that county jail.
I bet not, I believe you.
When I got out, I was flying.
Was that bad?
18. That's only a population. That girl took my mat.
So you had no mat?
I walked in and I had a better mat than them.
And they took it?
And that lady was like, give me your mat. And I was like, why? And she said, it's better than mine. I was like, well, this is my mat.
Well, you ain't gotta worry about it if you don't go back. That's crazy. And people in there, they're different.
They in there for life, so. I don't think you need any more tools, man.
No, he said we were getting a bag of tools, not all of it.
You get what you can, yeah. It'll save you. I mean, if you gotta come back, you gotta come back, but get what you can.
I'm gonna have to come back. I'm gonna have to bring a truck.
It'll be sitting right here. All you gotta do is come up the same way. We'll let you back here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very much.
Thank you. Well, tell Wesley Eugene we said hello, and
I'll tell him.
Specifically, tell him.
You are upset with him?
Said that if he ever gets out, I'm gonna kick his ass.
Okay.
because they were not aware of this. It caught everybody off guard.
That's not what I'm going to
Tell him his grandkids are gonna be grown by the
I
time
don't know if I want to make him upset any more than he already is.
I don't care.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah, he is.
Use my name specifically.
Clarissa. And you-
Parker says,
I mean, I'll tell him. I just don't know how well that's going
I'm
to
going to
go.
leave it at go right.
And you tell him Kayla Tillery said she's gonna beat the fuck out of him.
I don't know if he's going to. He's already. Yeah, I don't
Look,
know
he
if
just
he's
got a
going to.
2-month-old grandbaby.
He does?
Yeah, I just gave him a
I mean,
2-month-old
shit,
baby.
her baby's gonna be dead.
Man.
Shut up.
Oh, that's Josh, right?
That's the owner of the
I'm
truck.
finished.
Okay,
Does that need
Josh.
to go in the truck too?
Oh.
I will detail your
Or you're gonna change the oil in both cars too.
Yeah, we're only 4,000 miles over.
That
I'm
was
only
Dad's
7,000
job.
miles over. What else? I'll buy you a pack of cigarettes.
That's a cheap oil change. A pack of cigarettes. That's a cheap oil change. It's like $10.
You said you're going to do my oil change?
She says she's going to pay him a pack of cigarettes for her oil change. I'm
Are you
like,
going to do your oil change?
no.
No, I said nope.
I'm already sweating standing out here like this.
I'm good. I don't like to see no cop.
Well, if you ain't in trouble, you're okay.
Kayla, we got to come back in a couple days.
I ain't calling you. Ain't take me back to jail. No, it's gonna be a whole police pursuit because I'm running.
Oh my God, that makes it worse. She's so stupid.
I'm not playing.
Look, I spent 17 hours.
Do you not know I was in there for 18 plus hours? And
It's a long time when you're just sitting there waiting. I
every
get it.
man that was in there, all them inmates, ooh, look at that fresh mate. I was like, oh, I was like, can you get me out of here, man?
And then she got bullied.
Then you got bullied. They took your bed.
Get me out of here. Took my food, everything.
No, I was in the holding tank most of the time. I was in it for 17 hours.
I was in pot.
That's a long time when you're just sitting around
No,
waiting.
but I was in the holding tank by myself. And then the lady come back
every
to get
time
me. She's like, oh, I was like, where are we going? She's like, population. I was like, oh no, there's no need for that. My dad should be already on his way to get me.
Hopefully you ain't got to go through that again.
No.
All right, well, you tell Wesley Parker we said.
I'll tell him. I'll tell him you said hi. Josh, what's your address?
517.
It's 517
517 East Cameron.
East Cameron.
Yes, sir.
Is that in Rockdale?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Meet me at the same window that you came in a while ago, and I'll get you a copy of it. If you don't, that's okay.
Okay.
Your choice.
I'll come back and I'll get a copy when I come back to get through.
Okay. No problem. Yep. Thank y'all. Y'all don't show up. Thanks. A little warm? Probably.
When you're on parole, your legal exposure is already elevated before anything illegal is even found. You're operating under conditions that allow law enforcement to scrutinize you more closely than an average driver. That doesn't mean you lose all rights, but it does mean small decisions carry much bigger consequences. The turning point here isn't the search, it's the conversation. The officer doesn't discover the gun first. The driver gives it up verbally. Once he admits there may be a firearm in the vehicle, he's no longer just a nervous driver at a traffic stop. He's now tied to potential possession of a weapon while being legally prohibited from having one. And that distinction matters. In the law, possession doesn't always mean ownership. It means control or access. Sitting in a vehicle, knowing there's a gun inside, and continuing to operate that vehicle can be enough to trigger a possession charge, even if the gun belongs to someone else. Then the situation compounds. The discovery of methamphetamine, especially in a quantity consistent with distribution, introduces a completely separate level of criminal exposure. At that point, the case shifts from a simple stop to a felony drug investigation, and the stakes increase dramatically. Another critical piece. Trying to distance yourself after the fact rarely works if you've already acknowledged awareness. Saying, "it's not mine," doesn't undo prior statements that show knowledge and control. Legally, those early admissions often become the strongest evidence in the case. This situation highlights a hard truth. When you're on parole, you don't get the benefit of ambiguity. The margin for error is extremely small, and even casual honesty in the wrong moment can lock in elements of a criminal charge before any physical evidence is even recovered. From a legal standpoint, this case demonstrates how quickly liability attaches through your own words, and how possession is defined far more broadly than most people realize, especially when prior convictions are already in play. Thanks for watching. If you found this legal breakdown informative, like, share, and subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comments below.